stands, and we're gonna make this the best gosh darn Christmas ever!
Yeah, feel that beat, feel that beat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mickey. Come on, Mickey, let's dance.
Dance? I thought you'd never ask. I'd love to.
Welcome, everyone, to a special Christmas edition of the Mickey Shorts and More Disney podcast. My name is Steve,
My name is Keaton.
and we are all ready to celebrate Christmas. So, this episode comes out on Christmas Eve. Hopefully, everyone is ready because, Christmas is tomorrow. And yeah, you better be ready. Keaton, are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Why are you so excited for Christmas?
Because I get to open presents.
And what exactly are you hoping to get under the tree this year, or from Santa?
From Santa, I'm hoping a remote control airplane.
Oh, anything else?
And for the tree, I want a Sorcerer Mickey stuffed animal.
Okay. Well, you've got a lot of the other Mickey Mouses. I can see Minnie and Donald looking at us right now from atop your bed. Even Woody and Buzz. But you want a Sorcerer Mickey, huh?
Aha!
Why Sorcerer Mickey?
Because it would be cool.
Because it would be cool. All right. I can understand there's some things on my list that I think just simply go with the because it would be cool stage. But have you finished up all of your wrapping?
Almost.
This week for the Mickey Shorts, we're going to do something different, something special for Christmas, similar to what we did for our special Halloween show. And that's by covering an episode. It's not really a Mickey short. It's a Mickey longer. It's 21 minutes long. It's a special called Duck the Halls. Now, the reason that we're covering it here on the Mickey Shorts and More podcast is because it's done with the same characters as established by Paul Ruddish. So it's part of that same universe, the same voices, the same character design, the same style. I mean, it is the characters from the Mickey Shorts. It's just because it's a holiday special, they made a little bit of a longer episode. So it's not our normal 3-minute episode. So it's again called Duck the Halls, if you look it up. Keaton, why are you excited to watch Duck the Halls?
Because I love Christmas.
You do love Christmas. And you love watching Christmas shows.
Yeah.
So this is going to be right up your alley. Now, because this is not a regular, Mickey short, as in a 3.5-minute cartoon, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this week. Number one, it's not fair to make everybody listen to us watch and do a commentary on a 21-minute long show. That would be a bit much. So we're going to watch the show, and then when we get to a point where we want to talk about something, we'll pause the show, we'll tell you where we are in the episode, so that way you can kind of, follow along with us, and then we'll talk about it. And so that's going to be kind of the format that we do this week. Instead of, hearing the episode in the background, you might hear, little bits and pieces of it as we're watching through it, but we're going to start and stop and talk about things we notice from Duck the Halls. A few things to cover here. First of all, there's no big news that's revealed. It's, the week before Christmas. There's not usually a lot of big news revealed this week. So nothing new from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway front. Nothing new on the Mickey Mouse front. So with that, we're going to get straight into the episode with our official show summary. And that is Donald decides to stay home for the holidays instead of migrating somewhere warmer to celebrate. In other words, Donald Duck's about to get cold.
And sick.
Well, let's not give away too much. But the original air date is December 9th, 2016, which means, again, we're jumping out of order. If we'd hit this in the order that we're going with the regular Mickey Shorts, we'd probably be hitting this like in July or something, way off of whack from where it should be for Christmas. So we're jumping ahead so that we can cover this short as a special for Christmas. So as far as credit where credit's due, as we do with every episode, this particular episode was written by Derek Bachman, Alonso Ramirez Ramos, Paul Ruddish, and Dave Wasson. It was storyboarded by Alonso Ramirez Ramos, Dave Wasson, Dave Thomas, and Eddie Trigueros. It was directed by both Alonso Ramirez Ramos and Dave Wasson. Now, the question is this: how in the world do you watch the show? If you want to follow along with us, you can't go to YouTube really and watch it. I mean, there's some rips that are up there, but they're not great quality. So how do you do this? Well, first of all, it's constantly running on the Disney Channel, so check there. You can also watch it. It's available on YouTube for a purchase. I mean, it's like $1.99. Also available on Google Play, Amazon Prime, and the iTunes Store for $1.99. I know it's kind of a pain, but for us, this is a special we watch every year, so it's worth it for me. I just go to my iTunes, I click buy on iTunes Store, and for $2, and I've got it. So that's probably the easiest thing, at least as far as my media ecosystem goes. Now, one other thing you can note is you can buy this episode at Target. It's in a DVD set called Mickey Mouse, Merry and Scary, which means it's going to come with the Halloween episode and the Christmas special all on one disc. We've already covered the Halloween episode, so you can go back and check our website for that, www.mickeyshortsandmore.com. But tonight we're covering the Christmas side of things. So we can't really give you a countdown as far as, joining us in watching this, because it's, unless you have it purchased somewhere. One quick note, this really surprised me. I assumed it would be, but it is not available on Disney Plus. They have all the other Mickey shorts there, but for some reason they don't have Duck the Halls. Hopefully maybe they'll add it next year for the holidays. So again, we're going to be watching, we're going to be pausing, we'll be talking about it, and I'll tell you where we are so you can try to keep up with our commentary on the show. And here we go.
Radish. Did you see Paul Radish?
I did. Okay, so I'm stopping when at 1:05. The show is starting with kind of this fun little montage of all the characters as they get ready for Christmas in their own unique way, which is fun because every character has their own unique way of doing things. I mean, for instance, Goofy just wrapped a present, and he used all sorts of household things to wrap the present with. He even splashed it with some paint, which I found interesting. In any of the presents, Keaton, underneath our tree, did you paint any of them?
No.
No, probably not a good idea to do with paint. Currently on my pause screen, we've got Donald Duck sitting in a box completely surrounded by Christmas bells, and he's using Pluto as a reindeer. I'm guessing he's about to go downstairs. But everyone, we've got this nice sappy Christmas song in the background to introduce the special with, and everyone's doing these kind of crazy, zany, festive holiday things, which is fun to see. Oh yeah, downstairs they went.
Homes full of merriment, as in days of yore. Hearts are light, a magic night in store. Sing joy, oh, it's Christmas time.
Wait a minute.
Christmas time once more.
Oh, wasn't that just wonderful? Okay, say goodbye.
Okay, so at this point in time, and I just stopped at 1:44, one of the things that's important to notice is the person that's reacting the most to all of this Christmas wonderfulness is Donald Duck. And there's a reason for that. And Daisy Duck just said, great, hope everyone's having a good time. We're out of here because we got to migrate. I mean, birds, they do migrate south for the winter. And that's kind of the main point of the show. Let's find out what happens. Okay, so we just went through a whole list. Mickey is trying to convince Donald Duck to stay for Christmas. And he went through this whole big list of all of his favorite things for Christmas.
It's the decorations,
He had, the presents and the decorations and the food. And Goofy actually shot missiles out of his toes because he said mistletoe, which that's not at all what mistletoe is. But hey, this is Goofy we're talking about, which then begs the question, Keaton, out of all the things they just mentioned, what are your favorite parts of Christmas?
Food and presents.
Food and presents? Which food, actually? You eat chicken nuggets and fries.
Melon.
Melon. Okay. You want melon for Christmas? That's not Christmas food. But hey, whatever works. So anyway, we're trying to convince Donald that he should stay around for Christmas. Let's see if this works.
Christmases when I was a wee lad. Pluto was just a puppy back then. We would dash through the town.
What? What are you laughing about?
Somehow, when Mickey is reminiscing now about when he was a child, and somehow this looks like it's right out of A Christmas Carol, and Mickey now has an English accent. Since when does Mickey come from? Wait. Okay. Okay. At 3 minutes and 19 seconds, young Mickey, somehow with the British accent, is introducing his family, and he's talking about the twins. The twins are right out of The Shining. the twin girls from The Shining. Keaton, you're not going to know about this because it's a grown-up horror scary movie, but the twins are right out of The Shining, which is really, really creepy, being that they're supposedly Mickey Mouse's relatives. Yeah, the kids from The Shining. Mickey Mouse's relatives. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice nod.
Oh, there's nothing like Christmas.
Yes, Keaton.
He was just sticking his tongue out.
Yes, Donald Duck, we stopped at 4:07. Mickey is still picturing this picturesque, perfect Christmas, English Christmas in his head. And the thought bubble, Donald can actually see the thought bubble, and he is like drooling over it. Literally drooling out his mouth because he so wants this. I don't think Daisy's going to allow it. Continuing. He popped it, much to Donald's horror.
But he just broke his dream.
He did just broke his dream, literally. All the ducks in the area, they are like, see ya, folks. I can feel that cold wind coming, and we are out of here. None of them are flying. They're all in minivans, ironically.
What?
No, Daisy Duck has license plates on her car that say Daisy Duck.
I can't wait to get out of the cold weather. Get down south and feel some warm sun on my feathers.
Oh, the present that Mickey gave Donald is a snow globe with the whole gang in it. Looks like it came right out of Disneyland. He's watching as, all of all of this Christmas tradition is happening. People are singing carols. There's giant Christmas trees. Now he's looking at his snow globe. He's seeing a giant billboard with Santa talking about how Christmas is awesome. Back to the snow globe. His brain is doing something here. What is Donald thinking?
To stay.
Donald wants to stay. And with that, Donald is out of there. He grabbed on to the electronic hand of Santa from the billboard, and he is running away. He's like, I am out of here.
He'll be back.
Daisy's like, whatever. She just takes off. Oh!
Oh, he just kicked the door.
Oh, 6:33. Donald Duck just busted through the door. I mean, he almost kicked down that door. And he's like, I am back. I am staying for Christmas. Is this a good idea, Keaton?
No.
Well, he thinks it is.
you just say that?
Yep.
It just turned the lights just back on.
Donald somehow fixed the lights, and Donald's proving that he's healthy and fit as a fiddle. He's doing one-handed push-ups. And they're so excited because Donald Duck is joining them for Christmas. And he just sneezed. So now we are down south. We're checking in with the gang of ducks. Daisy is starting to miss Donald. We got the Huey, Dewey, and Louie all ready to go swimming in the ocean. Uncle Scrooge is Scrooge McDuck. The professor, all these duck characters.
Donald isn't here.
What? Who slathered me back with lotion?
What?
They're like, how can Donald not be here? Who can we prank on? Okay, the ducks are going to spell out what's going to happen here.
You see, the harsh winter conditions will cause a complete collapse of his respiratory, gastric, and circulatory systems. In other words...
Bottom line, if Donald Duck stays for Christmas like he's planning on it, the cold weather will kill him. So meanwhile, back up north, Donald Duck wants to experience everything for Christmas.
The ultimate list of everything that will make your first Christmas great.
Mickey's got the ultimate list of things to do for Christmas that they're going to try to get Donald Duck to do since he actually can be there this year.
Hey, Howard, look! It's snowing!
It's snowing outside. And Donald Duck is looking at how beautiful it is. Because prior to this, they didn't have any snow.
7 on the list.
Catch a snowflake on their tongue is on the list. So that's what they're going to do.
Oh,
And
no.
it just froze Donald Duck's tongue out of his mouth, which made him panic a little bit. And he's picking up all these pieces of his tongue. Musical montage as we now celebrate all of these different things we can do for Christmas. We're dancing or having all sorts of fun. We're on a sleigh ride. Donald Duck is looking more and more frozen. The rest of the gang is having a ball. They're doing all these wonderful things. Donald Duck's trying to enjoy it, but he's getting sicker and sicker and starting to break a little. I think this is kind of Daisy's point. Donald's eyes are all bloodshot as he's trying to skate. He just sneezed and blew down the tree. Donald's getting sick. Oh, now he just fell in the pond. His feathers are coming out. This is disturbing. It's this juxtaposition of this great Christmas carol and Donald getting sicker and sicker.
I wonder why ducks die in cold.
Yeah, look, his beak just fell off. Now he's, yeah. So, yeah, about 10:45 or so, if you want a creepy image, look at Donald Duck without his beak, because it just fell off into the snow. He freaked out a bit, but, yeah, that's fun. Creepiness. Continuing. Back down south. Everyone's sitting in the hot tub. They thought they heard Donald. Yay, they're all excited. Yay!
That's him, all right.
That's a blender. The blender is making a distinctly Donald sound. Daisy's gonna call him.
He tapes himself.
He just duct taped his beak to himself because it's falling off.
Minnie?
Minnie just got smooshed behind the door. Oh, and now Donald just fell down the stairs. This poor Donald.
Oh, look at himself. Look at his butt.
Yeah, his feathers are all coming off. That's why.
Did you see Donald? He just looks so weird. So creepy.
He's still doing one-handed push-ups. Mickey's starting to doubt this.
Wow, Donald, you look like death!
He just gave Donald Duck something hot and spicy, and it lit him on fire. Does he have flipper boobutosis?
No.
Okay, here comes the phone. All right, so
That's Donald.
Donald is covered in snow.
Donald, you sound terrible.
Everything's fantastic. I'm filled with Christmas
That settles it. We're gonna get Donald.
Daisy and gang are springing a rescue mission.
Oh no, this is gonna be dangerous for them too.
Exactly. And Donald's refusing to go. He's grabbing every Christmas decoration he can find and running it around with it. Now he's hissing like a cat.
He just broke a candy cane.
Oh no, he's naked and now he's covered in Christmas lights and he's jumping out the window. I think his brain is somehow breaking. So where exactly is Donald going? Again, naked, he has no feathers. He is maniacally running around town, covered in a cape and Christmas lights, knocking things over, stealing people's wreaths, stealing people's tires. What the heck happened to him? He's going bananas. He just hugged he popped an inflatable Santa, and now is wearing the head. Oh my goodness.
Moon.
Okay, he just flung himself onto a tree, and then that ricocheted him through the air, which means Donald is now running through town. Oh look, he's on top of a barn. And of course, he landed in a manger.
A manger.
Just like Jesus. The lights just went down. They're putting sick Donald to bed. They just pulled him home after that crazy little Donald temper tantrum. Ooh. Who's on the roof?
Santa!
Yes! Santa. They just looked up. Yep, it's the reindeer. It's the sleigh. It's the giant sack of toys. Now they have an idea.
Oh no.
They put Donald in the sleigh. They stole Santa's sleigh. Mickey and Minnie and Goofy stole Santa. Pluto is attempting to keep up with the reindeer. Ooh, they just found a hyperspeed button. And now they're going to poke the reindeer with a needle. Poor reindeer. And now they're going hyperspeed out of the cold. So, heading down to south. All the duck family is like loaded down in coats, and they are getting ready to head back north to rescue Donald. Here comes Mickey and gang incoming with Santa's sleigh and all the reindeer. Coming in like a comet about to hit the earth. Just crashed right into them. And burned everything down.
Wait, that was actually that burning cough from the dog show.
Mickey and gang look like little sand sculptures. Half his ears burned off. The reindeer were like head down in the sand. And they just pulled out a cooked duck. Goofy thinks he's... Oh, they're all like grossing out. Daisy just fainted. Turns out, Donald Duck landed in the hot tub. And he's good as new. Yay! Oh, turns out the cooked duck was just a naked sunbathing duck. And now the wrath of Daisy. And this is when they realize they're missing Christmas morning. Now Donald's gonna fess up. He ruined everyone's Christmas. Just because he wanted to experience it so much. And now Santa is here. Why is Santa looking angry?
Because they took his sleigh.
They took his sleigh. They crashed his reindeer. He couldn't finish delivering presents on Christmas because of these guys stealing his stuff. All right, let's continue on. We're at 1832. And his sleigh is on fire. They're like, oh, you're looking for your sleigh and your stuff, and it's over there. Someone's going to be on the naughty list. Yep. And Santa does not look pleased. They're trying to explain to Santa what they did.
What?
Is Santa mad?
No.
You call them, you little Jing-a-lings. Exactly. It's not where you have Christmas. It's how you have it. Christmas is how you feel inside your heart. Ducks can have Christmas? Yes. All the ducks are surprised by this. Even with the burning palm trees in the background. Yeah, because you guys lit everything. The reindeer are on crutches and they're all beat up. Okay, well, Santa's getting magic. And now all of the... Oh, my goodness. Some of the reindeer are in bathing suits that would be considered highly inappropriate. And Pluto just turned into a huge reindeer. Santa is infusing them all with some Christmas magic. Mickey and Minnie and the mistletoe. Goofy thinks he's getting new feet, which is interesting. Well, probably because he had missiles blasting out of them earlier. Oh, even Santa's out there sunbathing too. And the credits roll. All right, Keaton, what did you think of Duck the Halls?
Good.
Why?
Because I love Christmas.
You love Christmas? Well, so does Donald. But that's a problem. Donald loved Christmas a little too much, and it almost cost him his life.
Oh.
So what do we learn from this?
That ducks can stay for the winter.
No, but what can they still celebrate?
Christmas.
They can still celebrate Christmas. They don't have to be living up north and in snowy environments. How often do we get snow here in the Pacific Northwest for Christmas? Never. I don't think in all the years I've lived up here in the Pacific Northwest, I don't remember any year where we actually had snow on Christmas, a white Christmas. We usually get snow in like February and March. And even then it's like a week, if that. So, but does that mean even though it's not snowy, it's just cloudy and rainy, we can't celebrate Christmas? We always celebrate Christmas because we don't need snow for that. So, doesn't matter where you live, you can celebrate Christmas anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
Any other fun parts you want to comment about, buddy? Okay, so that is it for Duck the Halls. A very special, awesome, bit longer of the Mickey Shorts, but entertaining nonetheless. And this is one that we always watch every year for Christmas. We have for the last several years. It goes right up there with us with the Christmas main movies. So we watch Duck the Halls, we watch Elf, we watch Christmas Vacation, and we watch Home Alone. So, all great Christmas movies. I would highly recommend you invest the $2 to get it into your own collection because it's a fun, especially for any Mickey Mouse fans. You got to have this one. Would you agree, Mr. Keaton?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Keaton, you know what that means?
What?
It's time for
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
All right.
So, Keaton, what is your joke this week, this Christmas week? As people are listening to the show on Christmas Eve as it comes out, what is your special joke?
What do you get when you cross a vampire and a snowman?
What do you get when you cross a vampire and a snowman? It's Christmas Day for lots of people, and you're bringing up vampires? But at least you got the snowman in there. Okay, so that said, what do you get, Keaton, when you cross a vampire and a snowman?
Frostbite.
Frostbite. Frost from the snowman and the bite from the vampire gives you frostbite. Got it. All right. Good Christmas joke.
Keaton's Joke of the Week.
All right. We got to wrap this show up. You know what? Because we got to go celebrate Christmas. We've got a lot to do. Just like Mickey and Donald and the gang, they had a lot to do. We have a lot of celebrating to do. So let's let everybody go celebrate their Christmas. And we'll get going here. Remember, you can watch the shows, all of our shows previous to this, at the Mickey Shorts and More at our website. That's www.mickeyshortsandmore.com. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on Google Play, on Stitcher, or whatever podcast player you listen through. Just do a quick search for Mickey Shorts and More, and you can subscribe to our show through that. If you want to connect with us in between shows, you can do so on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Again, just search for Mickey Shorts and More. And you can send us your own thoughts on Duck the Halls or any of the episodes that we've covered by emailing mickeyshortsandmore@gmail.com. Or you can call our voicemail line at 541-321-0472, because that way we can use your voicemail in a future show. Next week, Keaton, we'll be getting ready to celebrate New Year's Eve. But what show are we going to talk about?
Goofy's grandma.
Goofy's grandma?
Yeah.
All right, well, we have family coming to visit for the holidays, so I guess it's okay that Goofy does too. So next week, Goofy's grandma, back to the regular Mickey Shorts, and we will see everyone. So everyone, have a very, very Merry Christmas. Again, or whatever holidays celebration you celebrate, just go and do something fun and have fun and make great memories in a fun, positive way. Have a great week. Enjoy your celebrations. And with that, bye.
Merry Christmas. Bye. Dun, 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 dun. Dun.